Did they fight? Did he tell you, oh, she's crazy, or, I'm afraid of being around her? Anything of that sort?
No.
Did they fight?
No.
Okay, it's 8/26, 2022. We are at Lane.
I know, it's a little tongue twister, isn't it?
Big time.
I always have to say it real slow and spell it for people when I'm giving you my address.
Okay. So how long have you known Dominic?
4 or 5 years.
4 to 5 years? Where did you guys meet at?
School.
Strongsville High School?
Mm-hmm.
How often do you talk to him? Or did you talk to him, I should say?
Once a day.
Once a day? Okay. And can you describe your relationship with him?
Friend.
Friend, like close friend, or just, hey, how you doing?
One of my best friends.
One of your best friends? Okay. So, being your best friend, did he ever confide in you about his relationship with Mackenzie?
Could you be more specific?
Sure. Did he ever tell you about, they got along? Did they not get along? Did they fight? Did he tell you, oh, she's crazy, or, I'm afraid of being around her? Anything of that sort?
No.
Okay. How long have you known Mackenzie?
Knew Dom probably 3 years.
Okay, through them. Okay. And so your relationship with her is strictly through Dom?
Yeah.
Okay. And when was the last time you heard or spoke to Dom?
The day of.
The day of?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what time, give or take? Like morning?
Like late at night, like maybe I think 10.
10? Okay. Do you know, did he tell you where they were at? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Did he, can you tell me anything about the conversation? Was it like, hey dude, come party with us, or hey, this night's proving to be a long night? Like, what did he say?
He just said, thanks for kicking it with me today. Like, we just kicked it for a little bit.
Okay. No complaining about, today I got into an argument with Mackenzie, or?
Mm-mm.
Okay. How would you describe their relationship in public? Were they PDA, like if they went out, they all over each other, or did they bicker in front of people?
No, I didn't see any of that.
Okay, so did you see any of what, like the PDA or the bickering?
Neither, really.
Neither? Okay. Did you ever see him fight?
Not never. I've never seen him fight in front of me.
Argue?
Like, like, you be more specific,
Like, did you ever see them go down each other's throats about things like, you're an a-hole, you're a bitch, this, that kind of thing?
No, nothing like that, no.
Okay. Did Dom ever express any concerns about Mackenzie? Anything about, his safety?
Mm-mm.
Ever complain of her driving?
No, not to me.
Were you ever a passenger in a car she was driving?
Once.
Yeah.
Did
you feel safe?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I wouldn't have thought anything. I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. No, like crazy driving. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nothing that made you fear, or wish you didn't get in the car with her?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So did they ever talk about?
I've never heard either of them talk about shit.
Okay.
No.
Did Dominic ever express to you that Mackenzie, or, and again, I'm just asking to cover all bases here. I'm not saying she is. I don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. Was she, ever expressed ideations, and he was like, man, can you believe this?
Is there any way you can give like a specific example or like thing? Like I get it, but
Like the most specific I can tell you is, did he ever express to you concerns that did he ever tell you, hey Blair, she's...
he never told me that she was mom.
Okay. And he never expressed any type of fear from her?
Mm-mm.
Okay. For some reason, Miss Russo and some of the other kids that I talked to seem to believe that if anybody knew Dominic well, it would be you more than anybody else. Unfortunately, Dominic's not here to tell us what happened in the car between 5 and 5:30. Around that time when we believe the accident happened. So did you receive any text messages from him after 10 p.m. expressing...
I just received one call.
What time?
2:41 a.m. But that's it, and I didn't respond. I was sleeping.
Is it unusual for him to call you that late?
Yeah, I'd say that's out of the ordinary.
And that you don't have to answer that, but can you do you have an opinion as to why maybe he called you? Is he known to
Honestly,
drunk dial, having a good time and be like, hey, come kick it with us type thing?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, that's fair enough. Did he send you any last text messages?
Honestly, no.
No.
Just that call.
Just that call?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he leave a voicemail?
Mm-mm. There's a FaceTime.
Oh, FaceTime? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you think I should know about Dominic and Mackenzie's relationship? Anything that would be pertinent? And like I said, we're looking at everything. This could simply just be an accident, but I have to ask the difficult questions, like, could she have done it on purpose? Even if I don't believe it, we have to ask it. So
yeah, I really don't know. I'm being honest. I don't know.
Okay. Is there anyone you think I need to talk to? Who's Dominic's best friend? His, the one who would keep the secrets. Can't think of anybody.
I really can't. Yeah.
So who's his group of friends? His close circle of friends? I know you were somebody that was mentioned by at least 3-4 people.
Mainly, he really is just close with his family. He didn't really hang with a lot of people outside of his family, other than that Davion and Kenzie.
Did you know Davion?
I only knew him I only met him twice.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Cool guy.
Yeah, he was chill.
That's what I hear. Has anybody from Mackenzie's side, mom, dad, friends, told you not to talk to me?
No, but she was trying to get a hold of me through Miss Russo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know why? Okay.
Nah, I honestly don't know why.
Okay. Listen, I'm going to give you my card. I understand talking to cops is not necessarily the people's most favorite thing in the world. Like I said, I'm not Vice. I'm not Narc. I'm looking at the crash. But a piece of the big puzzle, if you think of this whole incident as a puzzle, is the people who are close to Dom. And if they knew anything about the relationship, anything that would lead you to believe, like after I leave here, take some time, think about it. Did you ever witness, remember Mackenzie threatening or, Dom saying, you know what, I don't know who gave her a driver's license or anything like that. It might be something that's very petty in your opinion, but it could potentially lead to something else. I'm not saying she did anything wrong, at least at this time. We're just trying to figure it out. And the only reason I wanted to talk to you is because at least 4 different people, mentioned your name. So what Dominic did on the side that we as a police department know of has no bearing on me talking to you or talking to any other kids. We're strictly, if you look at that time frame, we're strictly looking at the crash and what could have contributed to it. Okay, a little car fight, a little something where that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give you my card. Said it's gonna be nice and quick, but please take the time. People are not wrong when everybody points to you being Dominic's close friend. Like I said, this is not Law and Order where I'm yelling at you and grilling you, but Dominic's not alive to tell us the story. His mom thinks you're the one who can shed some light. That's a lot of responsibility, and I realize that. Ultimately, I can't compel you to talk. Nobody's going to compel you to talk. But, supposedly there are rumors that he sent an I love you text message to one of his buddies very, very late in the night. Yeah. And there are a lot of rumors going around. And so
that's true.
And so that's what I'm trying to get to.
My one friend Kyle Smith, he doesn't live here anymore. He lives in Lakewood, but he was a close friend with Dom, and he sent a text message to him saying I love you after he FaceTimed me. Like, I don't know the specific time, but we talked about it. It was he just sent 3 texts, I think. I think it was just the FaceTime to me, texted Kyle I love you, texted his dad I love you, texted his mom I love you, and his brother I love you. All around between I'd say 2:41 and 3:30. Between those times, he texted people I love you. I don't know those people are the people I'm for sure he did. I don't know if there's anyone else, but those people for sure I know.
Kyle Smith. Okay. See, those are the things that are just odd. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even if you're super drunk that night or super high, doesn't matter. I mean, maybe you'll throw a 1 or 2, but mom, dad, and brother at almost 3 in the morning is just unusual. Right? I mean, would you agree with that?
I do think that is a little weird.
Yeah. So again, it doesn't mean on its own.
I love him a little. I mean, if I'm going to bed, I don't know. Maybe that's what time they were going to bed. I don't know, but it is weird. So many.
Right.
Was it unusual for him to say "I love you" to his friends?
Oh no!
So was that part of his routine? I guess is what I'm trying to figure out. Did he routinely tell you?
He'd tell me
when you guys were leaving each other, "I love you."
He wouldn't tell his dad and Kyle, which that's out of the ordinary. But he would say "I love you" pretty much to everyone he's seen.
See, what's typically odd is if I'm gonna say "I love you" to my friends, or to my parents, it's never at the same time. It's not in the text message at an odd
you just
time
start
of
going
day.
through the list.
Right? Yeah, you don't. That's unusual. But even if he's hands out the I love yous.
Yeah.
If we're hanging out hey, I love you, see you tomorrow. Yeah, cool. But if 3 in the morning, you're testing random people.
It's almost like you're saying goodbye.
Yes, that's exactly what it is without actually saying it. And so this is why I think there's something going on. Okay. So would you be willing to give me Kyle's contact info?
Yeah, I can give that to you.
Okay.
Let me get it.
But why don't you ask Kyle if it's okay?
Yeah, can
Sure.
I ask him?
Yeah,
And then get
ask
back
him.
to you on
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I got my number here. I am gonna look him up. If I'm gonna try to find his phone number through our means. But it's always better when if it's coming through a friend saying, "Hey, cops would like to talk to you about the text message." Now I want to find out: is it normal? Did Kyle get those texts weekend nights, 3, 4 in the morning before bed? Hey, love you, man. Or is it unusual? So yeah, this is my contact info. Has my email. This is my phone number. That's straight to my desk. Just do me a favor. Just maybe take a picture of it, send it to Kyle. And again, maybe he doesn't want to talk to me. That's fine. But for Mrs. Russo's sake and for Dominic's sake, if you guys want the truth about this, and maybe in all other aspects of life, you don't like the police and you don't want to talk to the police. We're not trying to frivolously or maliciously put a case on somebody. This is 2 young men who are not going to make it to the legal age to buy a beer. Think about that. So it's sad, but for their families, we owe them at least to find out what happened. Okay, cool. Well, thank you very much for letting me in your house.
Yeah, no problem.